Max here, FrozenCPU. I'm going to talk to you today about the confusion that is the Bitspower modular pump top, pump reservoir system. I get customers call me or email me all the time and say, you know, can you help me figure out a pump for my computer or a pump reservoir? And most people tend to want a tube reservoir. Bitspower comes in all kinds of colors, got a white pump top here, got a blue tube. Now what gets confusing is there's a couple SKUs for these, alright? You can actually buy the Z-Tank and Z-Caps separately. You can buy a Z-Tank reservoir, which comes with two different Z-Caps, a single port, a 3-port Z-Cap, and some fittings, and little reservoir tie-down mounts. Or you can also buy, which throws people off, is right here, that, oh, excuse me, this is the, wait, it's upside down. This is the upgrade kit, which pictures will make you think it's the reservoir kit, but it's not. This one is for a D5. Basically what's happening here is there's a few components to this. So let's say you want to do a D5, alright. First things first, obviously you're going to need a pump top, and that's really what this is. However, this has part of the upgrade kit on it. Let me strip this apart. Where did I just put that screwdriver? There it is. Now, let me strip this apart for you and kind of show you what's inside. Alright, so I do apologize. This is an old pump top. Let me zoom in a little. So essentially what we have here is this is just your Bitspower pump top, okay? You can buy one of these. The newer ones, again, excuse me, this is from a very old system. So it's got grunginess. Anyway, they might say some things on the top here, but the key is this works as a pump top on its own. Let me grab a pump. Okay, this works as a pump top on its own, so if you need a D5 pump top or DDC, Bitspower's got one. Alright, so of course yours will come with an O-ring that isn't pink. Throw that on there. Alright, your D5 is just going to go right on. And you can use your stock, you know, Lang collars to mount those. And inside the box, this comes with a little bracket that can either hold the pump this way or that way. These pump tops have an in and an out on the front. They have an in and an out on the top. And then I believe the back, yes, the back is also an in. I have a fitting on there right now. So, you got your pump top. Your first upgrade you can get from Bitspower is going to be what they're calling a pump cooler. Okay, and basically all this is just different colors of bottom caps for the D5. A lot of companies have ripped this design off. Barrow has, Bixby has. You'll see this kind of look on a lot of different D5 pump kits, but you know, same thing as the stock Lang collar. It just looks nicer. You can get them in white, red, blue, green, you know, whatever, chrome. All right, so right here you have the Bitspower D5 pump top and what they're calling the mod kit. Here's a red mod kit. In these boxes you get, let's get this open. You don't get too much in the box. They do come with a little ring on the bottom there. As you can see, I have this one mounted without the ring. You do not need those for the pump. If you want to use the ring, or the coin as I like to call it, you are going to have to unpin any connectors you have and feed them through. And that is why they also include a Molex removal tool. And these holes are designed to work with the speed dial if you have a Vario, but you don't need to use that. I personally don't. Also in the box, here is that kind of L bracket I was talking about. You get your L bracket, which can either mount the pump. Haven't done this in a while. you can either mount the pump standing up, or, laying down or standing up with the L bracket, going either way. You can also buy these separately. But anyway, so now here's where it gets complicated. Let's say you want to convert this into a pump res combo. Alright, you would need the Bitspower D5 upgrade kit. Alright, separate SKU. Alright, Bitspower D5 upgrade kit. So they come in all different reservoir sizes, all different colors. So let's say you got this tube here. Essentially what the upgrade kit is, the tube, and it is this bottom piece. And what happens is, as you can see, there are 4 screw holes. Those 4 screw holes line up with the screw holes on this pump top, which if you're using it just as a solo top, you're not going to do anything with those screw holes. But what happens is, this piece will screw down, and now you have a threaded section. So here's one of the portions I already did. What you're going to get in the box is 2 O-rings, and you also have this piece. I'm not exactly sure why this is there. Okay, it's just a piece of acrylic, and all it does is it screws down into the middle of one of these O-rings. And I spoke with Bitspower about this years ago, and it has something to do with like flow and bubbles or something, because it is going to go down into the pump on the side, and I guess it just kind of fills space. I don't think it's required, but supposedly you want to fill that gap, because as you can see, when you screw this down, that is going to just kind of go in there loosely. So let's go ahead and screw this back on. The upgrade kit will... crap. The upgrade kit will include these screws, and I just dropped one on the floor, and I don't think I'm going to find it. So, I will speed this up. Just going to screw these down. Always take your time with acetal. Acetal is a very tough material. Tough meaning like impact resistant, and you can bend it quite a bit. However, when it gets thin, it does have a tendency to want to shear off and cut pretty easily, so threads are a bit sensitive with acetal. Acetal is also known as Delrin or Delrex. I believe it was originally made by Dow Corning. It's great because, like I said, it's a tough material, and it's very solvent, acid resistant stuff. Maybe not acid, but solvent resistant. You can drop your Delrex or your acetal right in a thing of rubbing alcohol, nothing will happen. I'm going to try to find that screw. Hold on a second. Alright, screw located. Let's get this locked up here. Now, this is an O-ring seal. As you saw, there's 2 O-rings that seal against the in and the out on the top of the pump top. So this doesn't have to be incredibly tight. But you do want to snug it down pretty good, just until you get compression. If you get the acrylic covered upgrade kit, it's very easy to see when those O-rings in there have been squished down and compressed. Not really a lot of pressure with water cooling, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Okay, so now you got your top on. Now here's the example of the Bitspower DDC upgrade kit. Alright. The only difference is, you know, they both have the same 4 screw holes. It's just on the bottom you only have 1 O-ring seal instead of 2. As you can see, O-ring fits in there and there. It's the same O-ring, it's just you get 2 seals instead of 1, and on the D5 you get that plastic insert which screws right in there. Alright, here is the bag. Okay, there's your gaskets in there. That one is missing the plastic piece. Someone took it out, the jerks. It does come with a manual that shows all this, but anyway, so we're almost there. All you got to do now is throw this bad boy on. That's going to screw right down on top. And there you go. Now you have a D5 pump res combo, and you can use any Bitspower reservoir you want, any Z caps you want, any bottom pieces. You can of course get the different color upgrade tops to the pump tops. And again, like I was saying, this pump cooler kit, or the what are they calling this? The mod kit or the pump cooler, I think they call it for the DDC. Most of the time you can just use this ring, and what you also get in the upgrade kit is you get these legs. Okay, these legs are going to screw on right there and right there, so you can screw down and stand up your pump res combo on its own, or you can use the little grabber rings that come with the res kit and mount this up against something. There is another way you can mount this. You can mount this directly to a fan if you use the Bitspower, I think they call it the radiator mount, or the Bitspower fan reservoir mount, using the clippy pieces that come with the reservoir and a mount. I will flash in pictures of that mount that we sell here at Frozen. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's essentially the same operation for the DDC. The only difference is the DDC uses a different pump cooler. It's a little more complicated. I did a video on that Bitspower DDC pump cooler a couple videos back. Another thing you might be interested in, and I'll flash in pictures of this, if you get the upgrade kit as opposed to just the reservoir Z-Tank, you will not get the aqua pipe. Aqua pipe picture should have flashed already, which basically, the best way to use these pump reses, yes, I know there's an in and out on the front you still have access to, and there's an out on the back. Your best bet is to have your return come in the top. You want to go out and have your return be at the top of the reservoir to allow gravity to feed the pump. And then a lot of people use, well, not a lot of people, I use the out on the front of this, and then I use the in or the out on the back as an area to have a drain valve on. Real convenient. Yeah, so this is what I use on my computers at home. It's what I recommend people the most. It is a fairly expensive initial investment, but they're just so modular within Bitspower. Everything Bitspower makes is good quality stuff. It's going to last you pretty much forever, and yeah. So, if you have any questions about this product, shoot me an email, max@FrozenCPU, give us a call. Thank you very much for watching.